Alrighty, I have a throwback story for you. It happened in Japan many years ago. I grew up there, and I'd probably been in country for maybe 2 months, maybe not that long. I had this little tiny guidebook, a lot of phrases in it that I was using to get around, and much to my surprise, because I didn't know anything about Japan at the time, I would say something in Japanese to somebody, and 99% of the time, it didn't matter if they were 4 years old or 94, they would reply in English, or their attempt at English, just like my attempt at Japanese. But I was trying hard, and I went out with my friend James, who will probably deny all of this, but we were either in Roppongi or maybe Akihabara, Shibuya, I don't know, but I'm thinking there might have been some drinking involved. We didn't drink a lot, but we did sometimes. That's what you do when you're young, I guess. But anyway, after whatever we were doing in Tokyo proper, we were heading back home, and we stopped at a family restaurant. It could have been Denny's, Caesarea. I really don't remember, but it was a 24-hour one. And I really had wanted to practice Japanese that day. I don't think I had a lot of opportunity to. And so we get to the restaurant, and I asked James, I would like to order. So can you help me order? Because he grew up in Japan. He's half Japanese. And he's like, yeah, sure, I can help you out. So I was racking my brain, and I was like, hey, how do I order water? Let's make this simple. Let's make this easy. I want to order water. And he's like, yeah, sure. So he tells me what to say, and we're waiting. The waitress came, gave us her menu. She left. She came back later, and she's like, very prim and proper, Hai okyaku-san nan deshoka? Or whatever she said, I don't remember. And I'm like, Oppai, Nihai Kudasai. James is giggling. I'm not paying attention because I usually don't. And she's like, eh? Being a little bit drunk, I think I repeated it louder. Oppai, Nihai Kudasai. Eh? The waitress was kind of in shock. And I'm thinking, did I order it right? What happened? And she's like, Chottomate kudasai. And she left. In my head, I'm thinking I either did really good or I messed something up and I'm going to get some really weird food. We waited, and she didn't come back right away. A different waitress came over. Same thing. Okyaku-san nan deshoka? Oppai nihai kudasai. Eh? Drunk and belligerent, I guess. More louder. Oppai nihai kudasai. Chottomate kudasai. And she left. This happened with, I don't know, probably the entire female staff. They all rotated through. And James, at this point, he's pretty much fallen over in the booth laughing. And again, that could be my faulty memory, but he was giggling pretty hard. And we don't have the water that I had ordered 6 times already. All the staff is far off over there kind of looking at us. And usually when I was out with James, I would order in Japanese and they'd look at him because he's the Asian one. Why is this, round eye talking Japanese? And they would almost like refuse mentally. They couldn't get it that this foreigner was speaking Japanese. But anyway, so I was processing in my head, did I say it wrong? Was there some enunciation improper or what was going on? And like I said, James was just laughing his butt off, so I knew something was a little bit funny. Anyway, finally, another waitress comes over who we hadn't seen yet, and this is like the 4th or 5th one. Maybe could have been the 10th, I don't remember. But anyway, she finally comes over, and she's like, excuse me, perfect English, did you want to make an order? And I'm like, yes, I want Oppai nihai kudasai. And she just looked at me for a little bit, and she looked over at James giggling, and she said, Oppai is booby, omizu is water. We don't have booby, we have water. Which one do you want? And, oh man, I think my face probably turned bright red. And I was like, oh God, I'm sorry, omizu nihai kudasai. She says, yes, omizu. Don't oppai nihai kudasai. So yeah, that was my first time getting completely embarrassed in Japan, not the last time. And I do blame it all on James. But like I said, I'm sure he's going to see this and he will deny it. But boys and girls, it was true.